Does it seem dark in here? You know, we definitely weren't going for a dark look, and I swear to it. I just do the normal thing. I put the cam up there. I take the lampshade off of there. We seem to be getting in dark. I don't know where it could be coming from. It's just dark. And I know it's Black Friday, or Freaky Friday, but I swear to you, it's one of those things where, it's like, sometimes I don't even, alright, let me tell you a story. And it's true, and just things you remember. Here, well, I remember, when, back in 2006, it was October, I got a good memory. It might have been the 17th or something, I don't know, or 31st, it was late, yeah, it was more near Halloween, now I remember. And I remember, up until that point, I had been gambling for 3 years. I mean, the first 2 years were fine. And, well, they were kind of fine, I mean, compared to the last year. Because the last year, that's when everything really took shape, took form, took place. Well, I got itch in my ear. Just washing my hair, going for a different look on the hair too. But anyway, hope you can follow the story here. Anyway, that 1 year, a lot of people were, my friend was stopping by and said, "Man, you look terrible." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Bullshit. I know what I'm doing." I said, "Leave me alone." Because, when you're doing something and, you think it's right, someone thinks it's wrong, someone that knows you, you really don't want to admit to that. Especially if you like it, because you're guarding it. What is this? I want a Cinderella, but I can't hear anything by Cinderella on this. My God, you people. What's going on here? Alright, back to the story. If we possibly can. Like I said, it's dark in here today. I don't know why. But I got itch on this eyebrow. I was placing my last bet. Anything. It all came to a head. I realized, there's something wrong. Because I was on the phone and I was trying to place a bet for a huge amount of money. I'm not trying to press anyone, but it was big, seeing that it was a 10:30 game. The Portland Trail Blazers, that's what I wanted. I forget who they were playing. And they were down by 14, and they were given 7. I mean, it was late. It was like quarter of the game already started. You know how it is. Bookies ain't going to take bets after the game starts. So my only option was to convince him that I'll take the team here that's, probably not going to win. I mean, they're down by 7. They're given 14. They're down by 21 in the first quarter. I said, I mean, come on. What are the chances that they're going to, win this game? Anyway, I don't even know who won that game. That's irrelevant, but that was my last bet. Here's Cinderella. Last mile. I mean, I drove home. I pulled up. I mean, the next day I woke up and I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't go out and gamble. I mean, I had never gambled up until, like I said, it was just like for 3 years. Started with a lucky bet, a horse called Jerry Bomb, and the rest is history there. But anyway, the point is, it was around 2007. It was October 4th, and I was in this place, getting help. Then I ended up going back to school, but I was looking in this office, and there was a Watchtower magazine there. So I was just reading it, anything, because I was reading anything that was good, any positive messages. Kind of like the article, I'll admit that. And then the next day, this is the God's honest truth, this gentleman came to my house who used to come when I was an actor. In my 20s, 21, 22. I guess he lives in this area, this might have been his route. But, back then he was in his 60s, and he was always like, "Hey, Jerry!" He was interested in my stories. You know how they are. I mean, they go take their classes, whatever. They meditate, they study the Bible the best they can. But anyway, he was just a nice guy. You didn't they didn't see all that. I mean, the stereotypical, typical of what they are. So I got to know him there for a while. I used to talk to him, and then, I didn't see him for years and years until that day. Like 14 years later or so. And, was it a coincidence? I mean, here I was reading it. I don't know. Anyway, he dropped me off a few more, and he said, I'll stop by and see him. I said, sure. And then, anyway, the next day he came back or whatever, a couple days after that, my mother said, you can't let these people in. I'm like, I just want to hear what they have to say. It's like, you're on the West One Radio. All right, we'll hold it there.